What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of KJD Investor. It's yours truly, KJ. And without further ado, let's hop into the portfolio. As you can see right now, they don't turn the market back on this Sunday night. And like I told you, the market's come back on. Now, we're sitting at $57,959.80. The portfolio has made $313 on today already. Without lifting a finger, we've already made over $300, right? Buying power is $121.76. Scrolling on down, we see cash positions, we see crypto holdings, but getting to the stocks and the ETFs is what you guys came here for. So let's do just that. Right now, excuse me, I want to kick things off with my SPLG. SPLG is my SPDR portfolio S&P 500. It's the S&P 500, basically the top 500 companies in America. And we're trading at $70.38 right now. I have 183.70 shares of SPLG. Market value is $12,929.23. Average cost is $62.60. Total return, $1,428.43, or a 12.42% return increase. 12.42, guys, not bad for the S&P. For the last 60 years, 100 years, something like that, the S&P 500 has on average returned between 7 and 10%. And right now, I'm getting a piece of the 12%. I think year to date, this thing, 26%. 26.74. So if you had been invested from January all the way to now, your portfolio in the S&P alone would have went up 26.74%. Y'all, anything over 8%, we're getting rich, right? So big shout out to the S&P 500. It's helping a lot of people make a lot of money. Y'all, this is the year of the wealth transfer. I'm going to go ahead and say this because I don't know if enough people know about this, but this is the year for the wealth transfer. I feel like there's no better time in the history of the United States or the world for that matter, because some of y'all are from Canada, some of y'all watching from Europe and overseas and different places like that. So, and I appreciate all of y'all. So, subscribe to the channel. But anyway, this is the greatest opportunity in the history of the world to create this wealth. Let me tell you why. We got a lot of baby boomers coming up, getting ready to sell their homes, getting ready to retire, getting ready to escape the work life and whatever else they got going on, right? And so these people are downsizing. They getting rid of big houses. They are trying to live out the rest of their lives comfortably. And so there's a such thing as a wealth transfer going on. In this wealth transfer, you need to be trying to figure out a plan on how you're going to transfer some of this wealth that's in rotation from them to you. And now we got so many different things, so many different people and ideas like businesses, paper assets, which is stock market. You got real estate. You got different other asset classes like gold and silver and crypto, things like that. But whatever, I'm not bashing none of the asset classes. Right now, I'm strictly using paper assets, which is the stock market, and I'm dabbling to the real estate. But other than that, also business. I do have a couple of online businesses and things like that I got, selling items and selling things. So yeah, I'm using the big three: businesses, investments in the stock market, and also real estate. So like I said, it's not limited to those three, but those are three that I'm using. You got gold, you got silver, you got crypto, and you got all these other asset classes that they're coming up with, things that you could put your money into to increase your wealth. That is an asset, not liability. Liability is what we spend money on that takes our money. Assets is what we spend money on that makes us money. So anyway, a quick little rundown about that. Quick little rundown about this is the year of the wealth transfer, not just now, but for the next 10 years, y'all. For the foreseeable future, these next coming years, if you haven't found a way to multiply your income, while you sleep. If you haven't found a way to put a place to put your money so it'll grow and outpace inflation, the Federal Reserve's goal is to increase inflation every year by 2%. The job that you work, the wages that you get, they may if you get a raise, they may give you a raise of 3%, barely outpacing inflation. That's why you feel like your dollar doesn't go as far. That's why it feels like when you're at the pump or when you're in the grocery line or when you're paying bills online, that's why it feels like you still breaking even. It's like, man, I'm never getting ahead. Why is that? Because a job is never designed to pay you enough to make you rich. A job is not designed to get you over the hump. It's not designed to get you ahead. It's only designed to keep you afloat, keep you coming back for more. And that's why the prices of goods and services, which is also known as inflation, keeps going up every year by 2%. When your wages on your job only goes up by 3%. So with that being said, the prices and things like that will always keep you on the hamster wheel. It'll always keep you guessing, running for more, going back, clocking in again, doing more and more and more for the company and never for yourself. Now, what you got to do, you got to break out of that mindset. You got to break out of that mold. What you got to do is you got to learn how to start living on less than what you make. I know you don't probably want to hear this. I know it sounds cliche. You probably hear every financial person on YouTube talk about this. And this is so true because it's actually worked in my life. And I'm telling you what I do currently. You have to make what you're going to make. I always learned this. You can't control how much they pay you, but you can control how much you spend out. So guess what? Control your bills. Control the controllables, what I like to say. Whatever you can pay, like whatever you make it. But whatever you don't have to spend money on, don't. If you don't got to have that shirt, don't go buy it. If you don't got to have those shoes, leave them at the store. Don't spend or waste money on things that you absolutely just don't need. But because you're trying to build wealth, you got to remind yourself what you're doing this for. You're trying to build wealth. You're trying to get ahead. You're trying to change the trajectory of your family tree, right? You're trying to get to somewhere that your family never got. Nobody in your family ever got to. You're trying to create those 6 figures. You're trying to create that 7 figure. You're trying to create an 8-figure net worth. That's what we're trying to do. And you're not going to do it pulling up the Bojangles every day. You're not going to do it buying them coffees every day. You're not going to do it being on that hamster wheel and your wage only go up by 3% and your inflation's always going up by 2%, and you just continue to fall into the cycle of the economy. You're never going to get there. That's not how this works. But in order for you to build wealth and wealth like you need to build, you need to be able to live on less than what you make. And then what else you need? You need to be patient. Having time in the market beats time in the market. Stay consistent. Put money into these stocks, into your ETFs, every single week, every single 2 weeks, every single once a month, whenever you get paid, every time you get an increase, every time you get a check, take something of it. 10%, 20%, 30%, 50%, whatever, 80%. Take something and put it into these assets that are going to cause your money to go up and not stay down. Once you can figure this out and once you can do this on a consistent basis, staying patient, staying consistent, staying disciplined. Once you got those 3 things down pat, like I said, living on less than what you make. Like I said, doing all the right habits, having all the right habits, doing the right things consistently. That's how you build wealth. It is not anything that drops out the sky. You don't got to get hit by a big truck to make it. You don't got to have a football contract, basketball contract. You ain't got to have none of that. An album or book out on the market. You ain't got to have that. All you need to do, and this is why any average Joe Blow can build wealth for him and his family, or her and her family, or whoever, because all you need is income and a strategy, a plan. Put it together. Transfer this wealth from the rich to you so you can become the rich. That's all we're talking about, man. So I hope this video helps you guys. I'm going to show you a couple more ETLs. SCHD, some more of my favorites. It's trading at $29.52 right now. I have 235 shares, SCHD. Average cost is $26.28. Market value $6,956.44. Total return is $762.45. I'm up 12.31% in this position. Also, Walmart's went up to $91.35 today. I have 107 shares of Walmart. Getting ready to make my weekly contribution of a dollar cost averaging in there. So, you know how I do. I'm gonna continue building up my shares in Walmart. They just had an earnings report. They beat on top line. They beat on bottom line, and EPS. They beat on that as well. So I'm gonna continue investing in this company. Target, they didn't do so hot with their earnings report, but Walmart did. So hey, I'm rocking with the winning team, right? Market value $9,818.93. Average cost $56.80. Total return $3,713.38, or a 60.82% return. Man, that's just immaculate right now. Walmart is like one of the best stocks in my portfolio right now. Super red hot, man, just red hot. Also, I'm going to show you one more. You guys know about Nvidia. I'm going to go over to the traditional IRA. I got $43,852 here, 65 cents. I got over $16,000 in the buying power. Know that looks like a lot, and it is, but I also have a lot of money deployed into the market as well. So, and I got that money right there on the sidelines because when I see opportunities or more opportunities to deploy more capital, I will be able to do that. Nvidia here is trading at $142.94. I got a feeling when the markets open up in the morning, that number is also gonna go up. Nvidia just had a smashing Q3 earnings report. I mean, complete. It was, if you thought Q2 was amazing, which it was, they beat on top line, beat on bottom line, beat on EPS. But if you thought Q2 was amazing, Q3 outperformed Q2. I mean, the numbers are just astronomical growth in Nvidia. And so I have 150 shares. Like I said, in the morning, I know this 142 is going to go up. I'm looking for it to hit 150 by the end of the year. Per share, $150 per share is what I'm talking about. I have 150 shares here. Also, I got another 54 shares in the investing account. I got over 204 shares on Nvidia right now. Market value is $21,441. Average cost is $109.98. Total return is $4,943.66, or a 29.97% increase on the dollar, almost a 30% increase. Guys, anything over 8%, we're getting rich. And as you see, this is right here is over 30, is about 30%. Amazing, right? So all together, I got $101,871.81 in this account right here. Also, I got another $6,600 in the Fidelity investing account that I have. So yeah, altogether it's about $107,000, $108,000. We closing down on 150,000 and eventually gonna get to 500,000. Then eventually gonna get to that million. But yeah, guys, this portfolio update has been amazing. It's going good. Look, and we finally crossed the 58,000. We finally crossed the 58,000 in the investing account. It's only going to get better. It's only going to continue to get better. Guys, I'm going to just continue to do what I do, dollar cost averaging, continue to invest every week, continue to add money to the portfolio, because that's what it takes. Consistency, discipline, and patience. The same thing I'm telling you guys, it's the same thing that I'm doing. You see it works for me. In 2024, I've hit my first six-figure year, and I always told myself once I attain the next goal in my life, I never go back and be without it. So since I finally hit my first six figures, guess what? I will always have my six figures until I reach seven figures. Okay. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this episode of KJ the Investor. KJ, I hope you enjoyed. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you find this content helpful. Share the video if you know somebody who needs information, revelation, and some help. Share the videos, man. Also, you have what you think, you have what you say about yourself. So say good things, man. Say good things. Say the right things. Subscribe, share the videos, comment down below the video, put in the comment box. I answer all questions and I look at all comments. Until next time, guys, I'm KJ the Investor signing off. Peace.